improve their positions on the leaderboard. Let's see how they fare in the remaining time. We have just started the race, and the R-driven cars are already showing some impressive performance. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 19th place, with a lap time of 1:50.385, pushing them 1.950 seconds behind the pole position. Meanwhile, the safety car has entered the pits and is now in 40th place. Leading the pack is Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy, currently in first position. Stay tuned as we continue to witness some exciting AI racing action on the track. Currently in the race, we have Rivendell who is in 6th position. However, they recently lost their 6th position to Forsterfass. Meanwhile, Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is doing really well and is currently in 2nd place. And not too far behind, we have Bobardo from Team Blast holding onto 3rd place. It's still early in the race, so anything can happen. We're currently on lap 1 and things are already getting intense here at the racing simulator. Bobardo from Team Blast is currently holding onto 3rd position, closely followed by Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy in 2nd place. We'll have to keep an eye on these two as the race progresses. Stay tuned for more action. Bobardo from Team Blast is currently in 3rd position, showing some strong performance so far. Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently holding onto 2nd place, while Joyman 00 from Team Luna Motorsports is not far behind in 5th position. It's still early in the race, but these AI drivers are already pushing hard and making some exciting moves on the track. Let's see how the race unfolds as we continue. Let's do a quick recap of what's happened so far in the race. Currently, Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is in 2nd position, trailing behind Neo Texan from Team Navgum Kings who is leading the pack. Meanwhile, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion sits comfortably in 5th position, just 0.3 seconds behind Forsterfass in 4th place. Showdown 1254 is also putting up a strong performance, currently holding onto 2nd position with a best lap time of 1:57.8 for 3, just 0.5 for 5 seconds behind the fastest lap so far. Lastly, Joyman 00 from Team Luna Motorsports is holding onto 6th position, staying. We are currently watching an intense race between the teams Blast, Quark Express, and Rats Make Me Crazy. Currently, Bobardo from Team Blast is in 3rd position, with a best lap time of 1:58.513. We also have Electric Mary from Team Quark Express exiting the pits in 39th position. Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is doing well in 2nd position, driving a Chevrolet. However, Neo Texan from Team Navgum Kings is currently leading the pack. Stay tuned for more exciting updates as the race progresses. R40 said, did the MC12 get nerfed? Oh, it seems like the MC12 GT1 is not performing as well in this race compared to some of the other cars. Maybe it's just having a tough day on the track, happens to the best of us. Keep cheering for your favorite drivers, anything can happen in racing. We are currently watching a thrilling race in the racing simulator. In 5th position, we have Okyoki3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is just 0.2 seconds ahead of German 00 from Team Luna Motorsports. However, a battle for 5th place took place as Okyoki3 was able to overtake Joyman 00 and secure the position. Moving on to 2nd place, Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is doing an impressive job, being only 0.3 seconds behind Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings. And lastly, Joyman 00 from Team Luna Motorsports is closely behind Forsterfass in 6th position. Stay tuned for more exciting updates. Let's recap what just happened on the racetrack. Currently, in 1st place, we have Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings, followed closely by Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy in 2nd place, 0.4 seconds behind the leader. Bobardo from Team Blast is in 3rd place, trailing Shadow 1254 by 0.5 seconds. Moving further down the leaderboard, Joyman 00 from Team Luna Motorsports is in 6th position, 0.4 seconds ahead of Skilltil in 7th place. However, Skilltil showed impressive speed, being 0.8 seconds faster on the previous lap. These are the current positions and gaps between the drivers. Let's Joyman 00 from Team Luna Motorsports is currently in 6th place, trailing behind Forsterfass in 5th position by just 0.3 seconds. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is holding onto 2nd place, closely following Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings, who is currently leading the race. Meanwhile, Silver Gaming from Team Luna Motorsports has just entered the pits and is currently in 35th position. Bobardo from Team Blast is keeping up the pace in 3rd place, trailing behind Shadow 1254 in 2nd by 0.5 seconds. Hollywoodger is also heading into the pits, currently sitting in 37th position. Lastly, Silver Gaming has successfully We just witnessed some intense action on the track. Currently, Bobardo from Team Blast is holding onto 3rd position, trailing behind Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy, who is in 2nd place. Hollywoodger has just exited the pits and is now in 39th position. Additionally, Joyman 00 from Team Luna Motorsports is putting up a strong fight in 6th position, closely chasing Forsterfass in 5th. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is still giving a tough competition to Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings, as they hold onto 2nd and 1st position respectively. Stay tuned for more thrilling moments in this race. Here's a quick recap of what's been happening in the race so far. In the 2nd position, we have Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy, who is currently trailing behind Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings in the 1st position by just 0.3 seconds. Bobardo from Team Blast is not too far behind in 3rd place, just 0.4 seconds behind Shadow 1254. Meanwhile, Joyman 00 from Team Luna Motorsports is holding onto the 6th position, battling it out with Forsterfass, with just a 0.3 second gap between them. It's an intense race so far, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Stay. We've just witnessed some intense racing action here in the simulator. Currently, Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is holding onto 6th position, trailing behind Forstafas in 5th by a mere 0.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Bobardo from Team Blast is putting up a strong fight in the 3rd position, just 0.5 seconds behind Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy in 2nd. And speaking of Team Lunar Motorsports, Joyman00 is pushing hard to move up the ranks, currently sitting in 6th position, only 0.2 seconds behind Forstafas. Pitters is giving it his all in 12th position, trying to close. We're currently in the middle of the race, and here are some updates. Skilltil is holding onto the 7th position, only 0.3 seconds behind Forstafas in 6th place. Meanwhile, D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering is close behind in 8th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Skilltil. In the top 4 positions, Okyoki3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 4th place and is trailing Bobardo from Team Blast by a narrow margin of 0.4 seconds. It's definitely an intense and competitive race so far, with drivers pushing themselves to get ahead. Let's see how the remaining laps unfold. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the track. D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering is currently in 8th position, just 0.3 seconds ahead of Rivamodal in 9th. Skilltil is right behind them in 7th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Forstafas in 6th. Sabine27 from Team Blast is currently in 10th position, trailing just 0.2 seconds behind Rivamodal. And speaking of Forstafas, they are holding onto 7th position at the moment. So, plenty of action happening with these drivers battling it out. Let's see how the race unfolds from here. We just witnessed some intense action on the racetrack. Lacroix from Team Blast managed to climb up the ranks from 16th to 13th position. Their best lap stands at 1 minute and 51.712 seconds, which is 2.612 seconds slower than the fastest lap. Meanwhile, D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering is currently in 8th place, trailing behind Forstafas in 7th by just 0.3 seconds. Right behind D-Factor is Rivamodal, who is putting up a tough fight, currently in 9th position, just 0.4 seconds behind. However, D-Factor is holding their ground, staying 0.3 seconds ahead of Rivamodal. Exciting! Sabine27 from Team Blast just entered the pits in 36th position and has now exited in 38th position. Rivamodal is currently holding on to 9th place, with their best lap time being 1:51.762, 2.662 seconds behind the fastest lap. Meanwhile, D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering is sitting in 8th place, trailing Forstafas in 7th by a margin of 0.4 seconds. It's definitely an intense race so far. Hey there, Vegetablu35, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow, we really appreciate it. Let's have some fun watching these R-driven cars tear up the tracks. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Let's race. we have D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering currently in 8th position, just 0.2 seconds behind Forsterfass in 7th. Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is in 5th position, trailing Bobardo from Team Blast by 0.5 seconds. D Factor has set a best lap time of 1:51.794, but is still 2.69 seconds off the fastest lap. Rivenordal is right behind D Factor in 9th place, just 0.5 seconds behind. Kokubai 90 from Team Ego Works and Hugged03 from Team Navgum Kings have both made pit stops and are currently in positions 35 and 34, respectively. That's the We've just had Kokubai 90 from Team Ego Works exiting the pits in position 37. Currently, Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is holding onto position 5, with Rivenordal close behind in position 9, trailing D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering who is in position 8. Bobardo from Team Blast is currently in 5th place, but slightly behind Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports. Lastly, we have D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering, who is also chasing down Forsterfass in position 7. Stay tuned for more exciting racing action. Bobardo from Team Blast is currently in 5th position, just 0.3 seconds behind Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 4th position. D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering is currently in 8th position, trailing Forsterfass in 7th position by 0.3 seconds. Also, Bobardo is still chasing after Joyman 00 in 4th position, with a gap of 0.4 seconds. On the other hand, D Factor is currently holding onto 8th position, just 0.3 seconds ahead of Rivenordal in 9th position. Stay tuned to see how these positions evolve as the race progresses. We've just completed lap 10 out of 45 in this race, and here's a quick recap of the current positions. In 5th place, we have Bobardo from Team Blast, who is just 0.4 seconds behind Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 4th place. Moving on, in 9th place, we have Rivenordal with a best lap time of 1:51.315, which is 2.215 seconds off the fastest lap. However, they are closely behind D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 8th place by just 0.4 seconds. Lastly, Dizzy Easy 1220 currently holds the 11th position, trailing behind Fox DE in 10th place by only. Let's do a quick recap of the current positions in the race. Dizzy Easy 1220 is currently in 11th position, trailing behind Fox DE who is in 10th place by 0.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Rivenordal is sitting in 9th position, just 0.3 seconds behind D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering who is in 8th place. Dizzy Easy 1220 has a best lap time of 1:51.504, which is 2.40 seconds off the fastest lap so far. Stay tuned for more updates as the race progresses. Let's do a quick recap of the current positions in the race. Rivenordal is currently in 9th place, trailing behind D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 8th place by 0.4 seconds. Dizzy Easy 1220 is in 11th position, just 0.5 seconds behind Fox DE who is in 10th place. It's definitely a heated battle between these drivers as they try to gain an advantage and move up in the standings. Stay tuned to see how the rest of the race unfolds. We're currently in the middle of the race, and there are some interesting battles happening on the track. At the moment, Dizzy 1220 is in 11th position, closely behind Fox DE in 10th. Rivenordal is in 9th position, just a few tenths of a second behind V Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 8th. It's a competitive race with the AI drivers putting up a strong fight. Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works is currently in 13th position, trying to catch up to Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is currently in 12th. Stay tuned to see how these battles unfold as the race. D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering managed to pass Rivenordal for 8th position. Meanwhile, Dizzy 1220 is currently chasing Fox DE in 10th place, and Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works is right behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 12th place. Lacroix from Team Blast is holding onto 14th position, just ahead of Pitters in 15th. Stay tuned for more action on the track. Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works is currently in 13th position, with a slight lead of 0.4 seconds over Lacroix from Team Blast in 14th position. Meanwhile, Skilltail is in 6th position, trailing behind Bobardo from Team Blast by 0.5 seconds. We also have the intense battle between Fox DE in 12th position and Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion. Skilltail was the faster driver, clocking in 0.8 seconds faster than the previous lap. Stay tuned for more exciting action on the track. Just a quick recap of what's happening in the race right now. Rivenordal is currently in 9th place, trailing behind V Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 8th place by a margin of 0.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Skilltail is holding on to 6th place, but is closely chasing after Bobardo from Team Blast in 5th place with a 0.4 second gap. It's definitely getting intense out there. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. We're currently in the middle of the race, and things are getting quite intense out there on the track. Rivenordal is currently in 9th place, but Dizzy 1220 is hot on their tail in 10th position. It seems like Dizzy 1220 has picked up some speed, as they were 3.9 seconds faster than Rivenordal on the last lap. On the other hand, Skilltail is currently in 6th place, trailing just 0.3 seconds behind Bobardo from Team Blast in 5th position. As for Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works, they are currently holding onto the 13th spot, with Fox DE right ahead of them in 12th place. It's an exciting race. We are currently in the middle of the race, and there have been some position changes. Skilltail is currently in 6th place, trailing behind Bobardo from Team Blast by 0.4 seconds. However, Skilltail was 0.5 seconds faster than Bobardo last lap. Rivenordal is in 10th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Dizzy 1220 in 9th place. Dizzy 1220 had a significant improvement last lap, being 1.6 seconds faster. Bobardo from Team Blast, who initially held 6th place, has now lost it to Forstafas. That's all for now. Let's see what happens next on the track. We have an intense race going on here in the racing simulator. Currently, we have Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 10th position, just 0.1 seconds behind River Noodle in 9th position. On the other hand, Fox DE is right on their tails in 11th position, with a best lap time 2.007 seconds of the fastest lap. Dizzy Easy 1220 is currently holding onto 9th position, just 0.2 seconds ahead of Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion. Meanwhile, Bobardo from Team Blast has just entered the pits, currently in 29th position. It's a thrilling race and anything can still happen. Let's do a quick recap of what's happening on the track right now. We've got Fox DE currently in 11th position, just ahead of Lacroix from Team Blast in 12th. Dizzy Easy 1220 is driving a Lamborghini and holding onto 9th place, with a gap of 0.3 seconds behind River Noodle in 8th. And Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is sitting in 10th place, just 0.3 seconds ahead of Fox DE. It's a tight race out there, and we're excited to see how things unfold. Stay tuned for more updates. Baguch said, "How much still until the race ends?" Hang in there. We still have about 30 laps to go, so there's plenty of thrilling racing action left to enjoy. Keep cheering for your favorite drivers. Let's do a quick recap of the current standings in the race. Fox DE is currently in 11th position, just 0.2 seconds ahead of Lacroix from Team Blast in 12th. Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 10th place, trailing behind Dizzy Easy 1220 by 0.2 seconds, who is currently in 9th position. Pitters is currently in 12th place, 0.4 seconds behind Fox DE in 11th. Finally, Dizzy Easy 1220 is driving a Lamborghini and is currently in 9th place, 0.4 seconds behind River Noodle in 8th. Stay tuned to see how the rest of the race unfolds. Let's do a quick recap of the current positions. In position 10, we have Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is 0.5 seconds behind Dizzy Easy 1220 in position 9. Right behind Cedric is Fox DE in position 11, trailing by 0.3 seconds. However, Cedric managed to maintain their lead and is currently 0.4 seconds ahead of Fox DE. Meanwhile, Lacroix from Team Blast is in position 12, with Fox DE holding a slight advantage of 0.3 seconds over them. That's it for now. Let's see what happens next on the track. We have Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion currently holding the 10th position, with Fox DE right behind in 11th place. Pitters is currently in 13th position, just edging out for Fanmaker from Team Nafgum Kings in 14th place. And Lacroix from Team Blast is trailing closely behind Fox DE in 11th position. That's the current update for now. Right now we have Cedric in position 10, just 0.2 seconds behind Dizzy Easy 1220 in position 9. Lacroix from Team Blast is currently in 12th place, trailing Fox DE in position 11 by 0.2 seconds. Pitters is holding on to the 13th position while driving a Ferrari, and is 0.4 seconds ahead of Fanmaker from Team Nafgum Kings in 14th place. Stay tuned to see if any of these racers can make some moves in the upcoming laps. We are currently watching a race in a racing simulator, and we're on lap 17 out of 45. Right now, Fanmaker from Team Nafgum Kings is in 14th position, just 0.3 seconds behind Peters in 13th. Peters is maintaining his position, staying 0.2 seconds ahead of Fafamaker. Additionally, Fafamaker was 0.6 seconds faster than Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works on the last lap. That's all for now, let's see what happens next. Neo Texan from Team Navgum King started off in first position but lost it to Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy. However, Neo Texan didn't stop there and unfortunately lost third position to Joyman 00 from Team Nina Motorsports. Meanwhile, Fox D driving a Saline is currently in 11th position, just half a second behind Citric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 10th position. Let's see if they can make a comeback in the next laps. Right now we have Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works in 15th position, closely followed by Peters in 14th. However, Peters lost 14th position to Dreeksy01. Shebaigan is currently in 16th position with a best lap time of 1:51.145, which is 2.152 seconds of the fastest lap. Finally, Fafamaker from Team Navgum Kings is in 13th position and is just 0.3 seconds behind Dreeksy01. Stick around as the race continues. Currently, Peters is in 15th place with his best lap being 1 minute 50.955 seconds, which is 1.962 seconds of the fastest lap. Fafamaker from Team Navgum Kings is just 0.3 seconds behind Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works in 12th place. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 14th position, trailing Fafamaker by 0.4 seconds. Lastly, Joyman 00 from Team Luna Motorsports is in 3rd place, only 0.5 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion who is in 2nd place. These are the current standings, and it'll be fascinating to see how the race unfolds from. We currently have Erika Klein 996 in 14th position, trailing behind Fafamaker from Team Navgum Kings in 13th place. Peters is right behind Erika Klein 996 in 15th position, with a gap of 0.3 seconds. However, Erika Klein 996 was able to gain some speed last lap, being 0.5 seconds faster. Shebaigan is chasing after Peters in 16th position, just 0.3 seconds behind. Meanwhile, Petput is holding on to 21st place, with Ani Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy not far behind in 22nd position, only 0.1 seconds. Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 3rd position, trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion who is in 2nd place. River Nordal is currently in the 7th position, with a gap of 0.4 seconds behind Blue Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 6th place. Peters is currently in 15th position, 0.3 seconds behind Erika Klein 996 in 14th place. Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is still holding onto 3rd position, trailing by 0.4 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 2nd place. River Nordal is still in 7th position, 0.3 seconds. We are currently following the racing action in the simulator, and there have been some interesting developments on the track. In position 3, we have Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports driving a Maserati, who is only 1.8 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in position 2. Rivenordal has made some moves and is now in position 6, just 0.4 seconds behind Lee Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering, who is currently in position 5. And not far behind, Lacroix from Team Blast is in position 11, trailing Fox D, who is in position 10 by just 0.2 seconds. Lacroix from Team Blast initially moved up to 13th position but then dropped back to 18th. Rivenordal is currently in 6th position, trailing D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering by 0.4 seconds. However, in the last lap, Rivenordal managed to shave off 0.8 seconds. Minami Speeder is currently in 16th place, close behind Eldevo 67 from Team Lunar Motorsports by just 0.3 seconds. We've got some interesting action happening on the track right now. Rivenordal is currently in 6th place and is only 0.4 seconds behind Lee Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 5th position. Meanwhile, Sheboygan is sitting in 14th place, just 0.5 seconds behind Critters in 13th place. It seems like Rivenordal is making a push to overtake D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering with just a 0.2 second gap. And finally, Eldevo 67 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 15th position, holding off Minami Speeder, who is right behind by 0.3 seconds. Stay tuned as the Let's recap what's been happening on the track. Currently, Eldevo 67 from Team Lunar Motorsports is in 15th position, just 0.1 seconds behind Sheboygan in 14th position. We also have Rivenordal holding strong in 6th position, with a gap of 0.4 seconds behind D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 5th position. Meanwhile, Gary 710 from Team for 20 is currently 17th, just 0.3 seconds behind Minami Speeder in 16th position. It's worth noting that Gary 710 had a significant improvement last lap, being 2.9 seconds faster. And finally, we saw Hollywoodger exiting the pits. Rivenordal is currently in 6th position and is 0.3 seconds behind Lee Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 5th. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is in 17th position and is just 0.2 seconds behind Minami Speeder in 16th. Meanwhile, Peplet is currently in 19th position with a best lap time of 1:51.601, which is 2.608 seconds of the fastest lap. That's the current situation on the track. Right now we are in the middle of the race and things are getting intense. Currently, Dizzy Easy 1220 is in 7th position, driving a Lamborghini. They are just 0.4 seconds behind Rivenordal, who is in 6th position. However, on the last lap, Dizzy Easy 1220 was able to make up a significant amount of time, being 1.4 seconds faster than their competitor. It's a close battle between these two racers, with Rivenordal holding a slight advantage of 0.3 seconds over Dizzy Easy 1220. Let's see if Dizzy Easy 1220 can continue their momentum and maybe even overtake Rivenordal in the next few laps. Stay tuned. We are currently in the middle of the race and there have been some exciting moments so far. Dizzy Easy 1220 is currently in 7th position, trailing just 0.3 seconds behind Rivenordal in 6th place. Speaking of River Nordal, they are also trying to catch up to D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 5th position, with a gap of only 0.4 seconds. At the front of the pack, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is putting up a strong performance in 2nd place, but still chasing Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy, who currently holds 1st place by a narrow margin of 0. We just witnessed some intense racing action here on the track. Currently, River Nordal is holding on to the 6th position, but they have a close battle with Dizzy 1220, who is trailing closely behind in 7th place. It's a tight competition between these two drivers as they fight for positions. Meanwhile, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is really showing their skills out there. They currently hold the 2nd position and have set an impressive lap time, just 0.107 seconds of the fastest lap. They are definitely a force to be reckoned with. Lastly, River Nordal is also in a heated battle, this time with D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering. River Nordal is Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the track. Dizzy 1220 is currently in 7th place, just 0.4 seconds behind River Nordal in 6th place. Meanwhile, Dreezy 01 from Team Eagleworks is holding onto the 10th position. And speaking of Dreezy 01, they're driving a Saline and are currently 0.3 seconds behind Fox DE in 9th place. Moving up the leaderboard, we have Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is in 2nd place, trailing Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy by only 0.2 seconds. Lastly, Sabine 27 from Team Blast is coming out of the pits and currently Right now we're watching a thrilling race in a racing simulator, and it's getting intense. Currently, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 2nd place, driving a Maserati. They are just 0.3 seconds behind Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy, who's leading the race. On the other hand, Dizzy 1220 is in 7th place, 0.5 seconds behind River Nordal, who's in 6th place. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. Dizzy 1220 is currently in 7th position, trailing behind River Nordal in 6th place by just 0.4 seconds. Dreezy 01 from Team Eagleworks is holding onto the 10th position with a slight lead of 0.2 seconds over Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings in 11th place. However, Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings managed to gain an impressive 1.0 second advantage in the last lap. Meanwhile, Kokubai 90 from Team Eagleworks has entered the pits and is currently in 32nd position. Lastly, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently sitting in. We've got some exciting developments in the race. Currently, Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is leading the pack, with Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion right on their tail. Okyoki 3 was 0.5 seconds faster than Shadow 1254 last lap, so it seems like they're closing in. In other news, Kokubai 90 from Team Eagleworks just exited the pits and is currently in 32nd position. Right behind them, Hogged03 from Team Nafgum Kings also exited the pits and is in 33rd position. Moving up the leaderboard, Dreezy 01 from Team Eagleworks is holding strong in 10th. We're currently in the middle of the race, and there's been some interesting action happening on the track. Right now, we have Dizzy Easy 1220 in 7th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Rivenordal in 6th position. Close racing going on there. Meanwhile, Dreegsy01 from Team Ego Works is in 10th place, also 0.3 seconds behind FoxDE, who is in 9th position. It's a tight battle between these drivers. And over on Team Navgum Kings, we got Profamaker in the 11th position. They are currently driving a Lister and are 0.3 seconds behind Dreegsy01. Looking at Profamaker's performance. Right now we have Dizzy Easy 1220 in 7th position driving a Lamborghini. Their best lap time is a 1:49.523, just 0.530 seconds off the fastest lap. They are currently 0.4 seconds behind Rivenordal in 6th position. On the other hand, Dreegsy01 from Team Ego Works is in 10th position, but only 0.2 seconds behind FoxDE in 9th position. These drivers are giving it their all on the track. Let's see what happens next. Dreegsy01 from Team Ego Works is currently in 10th place, just 0.3 seconds ahead of Profamaker from Team Navgum Kings, who is in 11th position. Dizzy Easy 1220 is currently in 7th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Rivenordal, who is in 6th position. Okyoki3 from Team Mutant Laws of Motion is in 2nd place, trailing behind Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy, who is leading the race by 0.3 seconds. On the last lap, Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy was 2.2 seconds faster. Dreegsy01 from Team Ego Works. Right now in the race, Erika Klein 996 is in 12th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Profamaker from Team Navgum Kings, who's in 11th place. Meanwhile, Dreegsy01 from Team Ego Works is in 10th place, holding a 0.4 second lead over Profamaker from Team Navgum Kings. Forsterfas is currently in 7th place, and Dizzy Easy 1220 is in 6th place, trailing Rivenordal in 5th place by just 0.4 seconds. It's getting intense out there on the racetrack. Stay tuned for more action. Currently in the racing simulator, we have Dizzy Easy 1220 in 6th position, just 0.3 seconds behind Rivenordal, who is in 5th position. Profamaker from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 10th position, trailing Dreegsy01 from Team Ego Works by 0.4 seconds. It's definitely heating up out there on the track. Rivenordal is currently in 6th position, driving a Porsche. They are 0.4 seconds behind Dizzy Easy 1220 in 5th position. Meanwhile, Erika Klein 996 is currently in 11th position, also driving a Porsche, and is 0.3 seconds behind Profamaker from Team Navgum Kings in 10th position. Rivenordal is still in 6th position, trailing by just 0.1 seconds behind Dizzy Easy 1220. We have seen some intense racing action in the simulator today. Profamaker from Team Navgum Kings is currently holding onto the 10th position, closely followed by Erika Klein 996 in 11th. Gary 710 from Team 420 is battling it out in 16th place, just behind Justmaker in 15th. Finally, Lacroix from Team Blast is pushing hard to catch up to Mugello in 17th. It's anyone's race as we continue into the next lap. Stay tuned for more thrilling moments. First off, we have Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings currently in 10th position, just 0.4 seconds ahead of Ericapline 996 in 11th. In 18th position, we have Mugello, who is 0.5 seconds behind Gary 710 from Team for 20 in 17th. However, Mugello was able to make up 1.0 second on the last lap, so let's see if they can keep up the pace. Moving on to the Nafgum Kings again, Neo Texan is entering the pits in 37th position. Let's hope the pit stop goes smoothly for them. Dizzy Easy. Right now we have the Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings in 10th position. Dizzy Easy 1220 is doing well, currently in 5th place and just 0.3 seconds behind Lead Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering in 4th. We also have Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings and Forstafas both exiting the pits in positions 37 and 35 respectively. Fafamaker is maintaining their position in 10th, with a 0.5 second lead over Ericapline 996 in 11th. Lastly, Dizzy Easy 1220 had a great lap, being 1.0 second faster than 4th place driver on the previous lap. Let's see how things unfold as We've got some exciting updates from the racing simulator. Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 10th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Streaksy01 from Team Eagerworks, who's in 9th place. Dizzy Easy 1220 is doing a great job and holding onto 5th position, trailing D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering by only 0.3 seconds. Fafamaker, driving a Lister, is currently holding onto 10th position, just 0.2 seconds behind Streaksy01. Anya Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy has entered the pits in 22nd position, and Rally Ranger is also entering the pits in 21st position. Stay tuned. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racetrack. Currently, we have Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings in 10th position, closely trailing Dreeksy01 from Team Eagerworks, who is in 9th position. Meanwhile, Anya Karpi from Team Rats Make Me Crazy has just exited the pits and currently holds the 26th position. On the other hand, Mugello is entering the pits and currently in 20th position. Moving up the leaderboard, we have Dizzy Easy 1220 in the 5th position, only 0.4 seconds behind D Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering, who is in 4th position. And finally, Dreeksy01 from Team Eagerworks is currently in position 9, just 0.4 seconds behind Fox D in position 8. Bobardo from Team Blast has exited the pits and is currently in position 33. Dizzy Easy 1220 is holding strong in position 5. Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports is heading into the pits in position 39. Kokubai 90 from Team Eagerworks is also going into the pits, currently positioned at 32. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is entering the pits in position 38. That's the latest update on the race, folks. We've just seen several drivers coming in and out of the pits. Priazunks entered the pits in position 31 and has now come out in position 35. Silver Gaming from Team Lunar Motorsports and Kokubai 90 from Team Eager Works have also completed their pit stops and are now back on track in positions 39 and 34 respectively. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express has also made a pit stop and is now in position 38. On the other hand, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in second place, only 0.3 seconds behind Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy, who is leading the race. Okyoki 3 was able to We are currently in the middle of the race. Dizzy Easy 1220 is pushing up a strong performance, currently holding onto 5th place. Treatsy 01 from Team Eager Works is not far behind, trailing by only 0.3 seconds in 9th position. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is making a strong push, currently sitting in 2nd place and just 0.4 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is leading the pack. It will be interesting to see how the rest of the race plays out for these drivers. Right now we have Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in the lead, with Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy close behind in 2nd place. Treatsy 01 from Team Eager Works is currently in 9th position, with Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings following closely behind. The competition is fierce and the drivers are really pushing themselves on the track. Let's see how things unfold as the race continues. Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently leading the race, with Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy close behind in 2nd place. Okyoki 3 was 1.5 seconds faster than Shadow 1254 in the last lap. Treatsy 01 from Team Eager Works is currently in the 9th position, trailing behind Fox DE in 8th place. Shadow 1254 has the 2nd best lap time, just 0.383 seconds off the fastest lap, while Treatsy 01 is 1.353 seconds behind. We're currently in the middle of an intense race here at the AI Racing Simulator. In the leaderboard, we have Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion taking the lead, closely followed by Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy. There seems to be quite a competition between these two drivers. Further down the leaderboard, we have Treatsy 01 from Team Eager Works in 9th position, with Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings right behind in 10th. It's a close battle for these positions. Now, let's take a look at Fox DE, who is driving a Saline and currently holding onto 8th position. They are closely followed by Treatsy 01 from Team AEG. Let's do a quick recap of what's been happening in the race so far. Currently, we have Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 8th position, with Treatsy 01 from Team Eager Works just behind in 9th place. It seems like they are having a close battle for position. Earlier, Jesus from Team Eager Works exited the pits and is currently in 27th place. But anything can happen in racing, so let's see how these AI drivers continue to push for better positions. Here's a quick recap of what just happened in the race. Currently, Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is in 2nd position, trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is leading the race. Trixie01 from Team Eager Works lost 8th position to Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion. Also, D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering is currently in 4th position, closely behind Skilltil in 3rd position. Stay tuned for more exciting moments as the race continues. We have just seen Gary 710 from Team for 20 entering the pits and exiting in position 32. Meanwhile, Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in position 8, trailing behind Fox D in position 7. D-Factor from Team Triple BOOP Engineering is pushing up a strong performance, holding onto 4th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Skilltil in 3rd place. Finally, FAMaker from Team Navgum Kings is currently in position 10, making steady progress. We have FAMaker currently in 10th place, closely followed by Trixie01 in 9th. In 8th place, we have Cedric with his best lap being 150.370, just 1.377 seconds off the fastest lap time. Right behind Cedric is Fox D in 7th place. Finally, we have Shadow 1254 in 2nd place, trailing behind Okyoki 3 who is leading the race for now. Let's see how the final laps unfold. Fox D is currently in 8th place, with their best lap time being 150.551. They are 1.558 seconds off the fastest lap so far. Showdown 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is pushing up a strong performance and currently holds 2nd place. They are driving a Chevrolet and are trailing Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is in 1st place, by just 0.4 seconds. There is also a close battle between Fox D and Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion, with Fox D just 0.2 seconds behind in 8th place. Hey there, Artemis1. Thank you so much for following the channel. Your support means the world to me. I hope you're enjoying the stream and the excitement of watching our controlled racing cars tear up the track in this simulator. Let's see if they have what it takes to beat some real human racers out there. Enjoy the show and feel free to chat with us throughout. Welcome to the stream. We have Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express currently in 23rd position, trailing behind Steve-Lager in 22nd position by 0.4 seconds. Bucksize Row had a significant improvement, being 4.2 seconds faster in the last lap. Next, we have Fox D in 9th position who unfortunately lost place to Pitters, dropping down to 11th position. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 10th position, just 0.4 seconds behind FAMaker from Team Navgum Kings in 9th position. Erika Klein 996 has a best lap time of 150.193, only 1.200 seconds off. We have a tight battle going on between FAMaker from Team Navgum Kings and Trixie01 from Team Eager Works for the 8th position. Currently, FAMaker is trailing by just 0.3 seconds. In the back of the pack, Erika Klein 996 is pushing up a fight, closely trailing FAMaker by 0.3 seconds in the 10th position. Meanwhile, Peput is trying to catch up to Justmaker, with a gap of 0.3 seconds separating them in the 16th position. It's worth noting that the FAMaker from Team Navgum Kings managed to gain a slight advantage over Earth. We are currently in the middle of the race, and there have been some interesting movements on the leaderboard. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 10th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings in 9th place. Speaking of Fafamaker, they are trailing closely behind Streetsy01 from Team Eager Works, who holds the 8th position by just 0.2 seconds. Pepot is currently in 16th place, with a 0.5 second gap behind Justmaker in 15th place. Jesus from Team Eager Works is struggling a bit further down in 26th place, trailing Oni. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 10th place, trailing behind Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings, who is in 9th place. Meanwhile, Dizzy Easy 1220 is holding onto the 6th position. Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 8th place, just 0.3 seconds ahead of Erika Klein 996 in 9th. Lastly, Fafamaker is trailing behind Streetsy01 from Team Eager Works, who is currently in 7th place by 0.4 seconds. Stay tuned to see how the race unfolds. We are currently witnessing an intense race in the simulator. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 9th position, trailing just 0.3 seconds behind Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings in 8th place. Dreeksy01 from Team Eager Works is closely behind in 7th position, with a gap of only 0.4 seconds separating them, and Sidreek from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 6th place. Meanwhile, Hollywoodger has just exited the pits and is now in 33rd position. The competition is heating up, and it will be interesting to see how these racers perform in the remaining laps. Stay tuned. Looks like we have some intense racing happening on the track right now. Our driver Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 8th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Streetsy01 from Team Eager Works, who is in 7th position. In 15th position, we have Pepot, trailing Justmaker by 0.4 seconds. And Sabine27 from Team Blast is currently in 24th position, 0.5 seconds behind Elap 0C in 23rd position. The competition is tight out there as teams are pushing to secure their positions. Stay tuned to see how this race unfolds. Let's quickly recap where everyone is at right now in the race. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 9th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings in 8th place. Pitters is in 10th place, with a best lap time of 1:49.915 and is only 0.922 seconds off the fastest lap. Shebaigan is not far behind, currently in 11th place, but managed to overtake Pitters for that position. Finally, Eldevo67 from Team Lunar Motorsports is holding onto 12th place, just 0.1 seconds ahead of Lacroix from Team Blast in 13th place. Looks like theirs. Lacroix from Team Blast is currently holding the 12th position, with a 0.4 second gap behind Eldevo67 from Team Luna Motorsports in 11th place. Meanwhile, Pitters is currently in 13th position, also with a 0.4 second gap behind Lacroix from Team Blast in 12th place. Lacroix from Team Blast driving a Maserati, is maintaining their position, currently 0.3 seconds ahead of Peters in 13th place. FAMAker from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 8th position, trailing behind Dreezy01 from Team Eagerworks in 7th by 0.4 seconds. Lacroix from Team Blast is in 12th position, driving a Maserati and holding a 0.5 second lead over Peters in 13th. Pepot is currently in 15th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Justmaker in 14th. It looks like the FAMAker is maintaining the 8th position for now. Lacroix from Team Blast is currently 12th, closely trailing right behind Eldervo67 from Team Lunar Motorsports in position 11. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is currently in 21st place, and just slightly behind in position 20 is Steve Lauker. Peters is currently in 13th place, trying to catch up to Lacroix in position 12. And lastly, Pepot is currently in 15th place, not too far behind Justmaker in position 14. That's the current rundown of the race. Let's see how these drivers push through for the remaining laps. Shebeigen is currently in 10th position, trailing behind a Rickakline 996 in 9th position by just 0.5 seconds. Interestingly, Shebeigen managed to be 2.6 seconds faster than the previous lap. Peters is currently in 13th position, followed closely by Lacroix from Team Blast in 12th position with a gap of just 0.1 seconds. Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings has entered the pits while holding onto the 37th position. In a turn of events, Peters has now dropped down to 14th position, being overtaken by Pepot. That's all for now, folks. Stay tuned for more exciting. We have Eldervo67 from Team Lunar Motorsports currently in 12th position, closely behind Lacroix from Team Blast in 11th position. Dreezy01 from Team Eagerworks is doing well and currently in 7th position. Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings just exited the pits in 37th position. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is chasing Steve Lauker in 20th position, while Pepot is trying to catch up to Justmaker in 13th position. Stay tuned for more updates as the race progresses. Dreezy01 from Team Eagerworks is currently in 7th place, just 0.3 seconds behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion who holds the 6th position. Pepot is trailing right behind in 14th place, only 0.4 seconds behind Justmaker in 13th place. Meanwhile, FAMAker from Team Nafgum Kings sits in 8th place, 0.4 seconds behind Dreezy01 from Team Eagerworks in 7th. Haupt03 from Team Nafgum Kings just made a pit stop and is now back on the track in position 32. Meanwhile, Dreezy01 from Team Eagerworks is currently in position 7, with a lead of 0.3 seconds over the FAMAker from Team Nafgum Kings in position 8. On the last lap, Dreezy01 had a speed advantage of 2.3 seconds. In another exciting move, Dreezy01 also managed to pass Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion, securing position 6. Speaking of FAMAker from Team Nafgum Kings, they are currently in position 8, trailing. Justmaker is currently in 15th position, but lost the 14th position to Peters. Meanwhile, Fafamaker from Team Navgum Kings is holding onto the 7th position, just slightly ahead of Sidriq from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 8th position. Lastly, Buxizro from Team Quark Express is chasing behind Stieflager in 20th position. Stay tuned for more exciting updates. Justmaker has just exited the pits and is now in position 15. Meanwhile, Sidriq from the Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 8th place. Fafamaker from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 7th place, driving a Lister car. Fafamaker is 0.3 seconds behind Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works in 6th position. Sidriq is also close behind, 0.4 seconds behind Fafamaker in 7th place. It's worth noting that Fafamaker was 2.9 seconds faster than Sidriq in the last lap. Currently on the track, we have Fafamaker from Team Navgum Kings in 7th position, closely followed by Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works in 6th. Peput is currently in 13th place, chasing after Lacroix from Team Blast in 12th. Meanwhile, Sidriq from Team Newton Laws of Motion is holding on to 8th place, with Fafamaker right behind them. It looks like there's a fierce battle going on between these two drivers. Let's see how it plays out as the race progresses. Lacroix from Team Blast is currently in 12th position and is closely trailing behind Aldevo67 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 11th place. Meanwhile, Jesus from Team Ego Works is in 22nd position and is battling a lap 0C in 21st place. Additionally, Manamai Speeder has lost their 22nd position to Jesus from Team Ego Works. Right now we have Aldevo67 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 12th position, just 0.5 seconds behind Lacroix from Team Blast in 11th. Jesus from Team Ego Works is currently in 22nd position, trailing by 0.3 seconds behind a lap 0C in 21st. And Manamai Speeder is right behind Jesus in 23rd position, with a 0.4 second gap. It's a tight race out there. Pitters is currently in 14th place, trailing behind Peput in 13th by a margin of 0.3 seconds. Despite being behind, Pitters managed to make a significant improvement of 3.4 seconds on the last lap. Meanwhile, Buxizro from Team Quark Express is holding the 20th position and is 0.5 seconds behind Stieflager in 19th place. Lastly, Manamai Speeder is currently in 23rd place, with a gap of 0.3 seconds behind Jesus from Team Ego Works in 22nd position. Hey there, Landono Padre. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button and joining the stream. I'm Amy, your friendly neighborhood Twitch streamer, and we're here to witness some mind-blowing racing action with our AI drivers. Let's buckle up and get ready for an adrenaline-fueled ride together. Appreciate you being here. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 10th position, just 0.1 seconds behind Shebaigen in 9th place. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is holding strong in 2nd place, only 0.4 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Mutant Laws of Motion in 1st place. Pitters sits in 14th place, trailing Pepot in 13th place by 0.4 seconds. And Forsterfass has just exited the pits and is now in 31st position. Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion of the race. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently in 2nd position, trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Mutant Laws of Motion by 0.3 seconds. The gap between them is very close, which makes for an exciting final lap. Meanwhile, Shebaigen is trying to catch up to Erika Klein 996, who is currently in 9th position, with a gap of 0.3 seconds as well. It's going to be a tight race. Rally Ranger has entered the pits and is currently holding onto the 18th position. Stay tuned to see how this intense race unfolds. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racetrack. In 10th position, we have Shebaigen driving a Pagani, closely followed by Erika Klein 996 in 9th place. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is currently in 2nd place, trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Mutant Laws of Motion by 0.5 seconds. It seems like Shadow 1254 was able to close the gap by 1.5 seconds last lap. We also have Rally Ranger exiting the pits, rejoining the race in 20th position. Meanwhile, Manamai Speeder is heading into the pits from 23rd place. And finally, Pepot. We are currently witnessing an intense battle for the lead between Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy and Okyoki 3 from Team Mutant Laws of Motion. Shadow 1254 is currently in 2nd place, just 0.4 seconds behind the leader. They have been putting on a great performance so far. Meanwhile, Dreeksy01 from Team Eager Works is right on the tail of the fanmaker from Team Nafgun Kings in 7th place, with a gap of just 0.3 seconds. It's still anyone's game as we near the end of this race. Good luck to all the teams and drivers out there. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express has just exited the pits in position 38. Dreeksy01 from Team Eager Works is currently in 7th place and has managed to surpass Fafamaker from Team Nafgun Kings to claim 6th. Shadow 1254 from Team Rats Make Me Crazy is holding onto 2nd place, trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Mutant Laws of Motion by just 0.3. Erika Klein 996 is currently in 10th place, just 0.2 behind Shebaigen in 9th. Stay tuned for more exciting action. We just witnessed an intense race in the racing simulator with some impressive performances from the AI drivers. Hugged03 from Team Navgun Kings finished in position 32, Steve Lacker secured position 17, Dreeksy01 from Team Ego Works impressed us with a strong finish in position 6, and the Vanmaker from Team Navgun Kings also delivered a solid performance, finishing in position 7.